Hey folks, Mike the Shame Canadian here, and I'm in uptown St. John here at the mall. And I figured I'd come for a walk. I want to go to the down here a little bit further is Museum of Black History, but everything's closed in here. You know, it's we got a few places down here. Sushi place is open, of course. Lawton's Drugs and the dollar store, but and look, business is closing there. This is closed, like literally closed up. It's no longer there, folks. And then you have this place. It's open, but there's stuff in there. Another store closed. Another one closed. Look, closed. Look, 4 people at once. Oh, well, and here's where I was going to go. But no, this is where I wanted to go. But guess what? Just to go in here, to look around and enjoy this museum. Bam. So I guess I won't be doing this museum. Like, this mall is dead. Handmade stuff. Brunswick House. Pretty slow in here, isn't it? Oh, wow. Like, yeah, it's these mandates are like killing small businesses. Yeah. Well, good luck to you, brother. I hope that things work out and it gets better for you, man. Take care. Oh, let these people come through here first, folks. So, take a quick look out there. I'll just see if I can zoom in on that for you, folks. Container ship right there, getting unloaded. So, just down here at City Hall. I told you guys that I would take you to City Hall. So, let's see what happens here. Oh, everything is closed. Boarded up, closed up. Here we go, folks. City Hall. I guess City Hall's closed. There might be another. That can't be the end. City Hall. I'm here, like. City Hall closed? Oh, I just want to go for a walk into City Hall.
City Hall, the old one or the new one?
The new one.
That's up where the courthouse is.
Isn't it right here? There's a big sign and everything out front.
We got City Hall here, but it's down in the basement now.
Oh.
When you get the courthouse up that way.
Yeah, I know about the new courthouse across from the police station and that, but I want to, do walk through City Hall and show my subscribers what City Hall's like here.
Okay.
But this door here is locked.
No, they have an elevator.
Oh, so you got to go down or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should have read the sign, eh?
It's all good.
I'm sorry, brother.
No,
Well,
no worries. Yeah, they used to have the tickets over here. We picked the tickets over there and stuff, but they moved it months ago.
oh, so what? You got to pay to get into City Hall?
No. That's for like, you have any questions or tickets to pay or anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, fines and stuff like that, parking tickets and that. Okay.
I like the mask.
Well, I'm actually medically exempt, but if I come in here, nobody cares about my medical exemption.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tell me to get out.
I don't think they asked me for COVID things here.
They do. So number one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. You have a great day. He was nice, folks. For a security guard. Hmm. Some people working in there, so let's see if we can take it. Hey, how are you? That's good. Hey. For one, that's illegal. Proof of vaccination to come into a government office is totally illegal. Well, then maybe you should post that there, because when people come in and they read that, they leave.
Most people don't.
Well, I was about to.
Well, you're welcome to stay.
Well, okay, I just said, so people know that that's illegal. What they're doing, there's a big protest and everything right now going on from coast to coast about this, and this is about to end. And all the people that are requiring this are about to get sued. So that's why I come down to City Hall to see if you guys are actually doing this. You guys are looking for a lawsuit. Seriously. Yeah, of course, and that's what the Germans said too. And look at the Nuremberg case. Every one of them got prosecuted. Just think of that. So anyways, we are here. These people, you know, they think that they can just follow orders and think that they can get away with it. Well, they will be held accountable for their actions. So, well, I guess you can't go anywhere else in here. You can't, nothing. So let's go to a different spot. Get the hell away from these turkeys. So, anyways, this is St. John City Hall. And they're telling you that you gotta have a fucking vaccine passport to go behind closed doors in here. That is 100% against the law. So, let's take a walk up and I'll show you these businesses also that are, you know, what has happened because of all this bullshit mandate stuff. You know, folks, you can see the market in Chipman. That's where the cruise ships and that come in over there. Another one comes in there. See if I can do this right. That building right there with the red on it and that there's an outdoor stage right there. And right behind it they have volleyballs and stuff like that. Beach volleyball there. And as you can see, they're digging up over here, doing there's a new container village type thing um, coming here, where they put in a whole bunch of shipping containers, and they retrofit them to small businesses and stuff like that. That building right there in front of us, folks, that there was called the General Store. It was a museum. I actually did a walkthrough there when I first got here, and now it's all gone. It's closed up, boarded up, as you can see. Again, another business going down the drain because of what's going on. Yeah, as you can see inside this mall here, over half the businesses are closed. Like literally, like not just the doors closed, they're literally gone. There's lots of spaces available in this mall if you want to rent. But again, when you're in places like this, you got a lot more restrictions that you got to go by, and if they don't want you to open at a certain time, that's it. You're not opening in this mall. So that's why a lot of businesses and that are going to box stores and everything, because they don't want to pay and have the restrictions that you do have in a mall. You know, we have some gorgeous old buildings here. You know, I'm gonna cross the street here. I know I'm not in a crosswalk, but show you guys what's going on here. So we all know you gotta wear a mask in a bank. There's a Handworks Gallery. Masks are mandatory before entering. 6 patron limit. And, you know, you got all this screen bullshit. You know, it's none of people's businesses what your medical information is. And, you know, second cup coffee. You know, this was started by a homeless man out of Ottawa, Ontario. And I bet you he's rolling in his grave right now because of what they're doing. Again, face masks are required. Yeah, it's these screening questions and everything. They used to have the Vax Passport one here, but they don't have it anymore. Only 5 people allowed in the store here, and look, they got to do 50% off. So hey folks, if you're in the St. John area, you need some candy to jack up your grandchildren, the Freak Lunchbox here down on Market Square. 50% off selected items, so come on down. And, you know, get your picture taken with the Freak Lunchbox. So, let's go up here a little bit further. And, reduced hours, and then you can do private shopping. Certain hours, that's it. And, we have some very, very old buildings here up there. So, anybody? Oh, here we go. Subway likes to put those Vax Passport signs up. Let's see if they still have them. There it is. So, there you go, folks. When it comes to Subway, if you don't have this, you ain't getting in. Temporary hours, it should be closed if they keep fucking enforcing shit like this. And you have to wear a mask in there. So, again, folks, masks are mandatory here, but these guys are only doing pickup and delivery only. There's no dine-in service. See, right there. We offer takeout and delivery. Dining is not available at this time. Thank you. So, because of the mask mandate and everything, the vaccine passports and that's why they're closed. I was talking to them, and they said that they don't believe in asking for people's medical information, so that's why they just open for delivery and takeout only. And then go up here to Tim Hortons, see the same bullshit. Um, Again, but there's some pretty bad shape, but there's a vaccination. Oh, I'm out. Do not sit there. Do not sit there. So you can't even sit in here now, and they still want proof of vaccination. Fucking ridiculous. Hey guys.
What's this?
No. But look, he's sitting in there, no mask or anything. You know, no mask or anything. But yet other people have to wear them when they're at work. But you know, radio personalities don't. So hypocrites, fake news. Huh. Well, they're not opening up until February 1st. And again, vaccine passport is required here. Again, clothing company, mask required. But people got to do 50% off sales and that just to get people in. And then, you know, it's not right here, but you look in there, face mask required prior to entry. So this is what's happening, folks. Corn Crib Natural Foods. Again, face masks are mandatory here, only 4 people. So, and then they wonder why the streets are like they are right now, where they're dead, why malls are dead, why people are fucking going on unemployment like crazy and losing businesses like crazy because of this bullshit that's going around right now that the government is doing. It's ridiculous. So, it's pretty bad now that I have to have a vaccine passport just to go to a fucking museum. Like, oh, I got time. Still flashing. Fuck it. So, I'm at King Square again. Established 1785 here. One of the founders of Confederation. Right there. Yes, we have this, folks. This is the center of King Square. This is where I recorded the Freedom Rally here about a month and a half ago. So it's not very big, but this park is very historic. Excuse me, historic. So And right there, as you can see, the Imperial Theater here in downtown St. John. But again, if you want to go there, you have to show proof of double vaccine booster just to go there. And then, world headquarters here of Irving Oil. This is their newest building that they built here just a few years ago. So it is their world headquarters here. There are other buildings like just down the hill here. Right over there, actually, there's another Irving building. Right over there, there's another Irving building. And then you have the Irving Oil Refinery, Majesta paper towel, the pulp and paper mill, and that. You got Kent's Trucking, and you have Kent's Lumber and Midland Trucking. Just 4 of the major businesses of Irving Oil. So 1 in 14 people in New Brunswick work for the Irving Company. 2/3 of our land is all forest. Even though it's Crown land, it's managed by Irving Oil, the pulp and paper mill. So you can't really go on those properties because it's managed by Irving, even though it's Crown land. School buses. There's a high school right there, folks. In and around St. John here, there's a few of these places right here called Chipman Hill Suites. They're all historic properties. This one here is from 1891. This particular one right here. There you go. Just stay with us. 693-1171. And that's area code 506, folks. And face masks are required. Of course, no smoking bylaw across Canada. Workplace bylaw. You can't smoke in any businesses, restaurants, anything like that. So, doesn't look like there's much more around here, folks. I'm pretty much on my way home. I'm on my way home. I'm pretty much home. Actually, let's let this 2 cars go by, and we'll take a look at this church here. I believe this one here was built in the 1900s, but let's just take a look and see if we can find a cornerstone. I'm not seeing any cornerstone at all on this building. So it was probably built in the early 1900s. So and if you guys want to know why our rent is so expensive here in New Brunswick, we have this group right here called Killam Properties. They went around and bought up all the apartments that they could, and they're still trying to buy up more. And what they do is when they buy them up, then they raise the rents to whatever they want. There is no rent control here in New Brunswick. And tenants have very, very, very little rights as a tenant here in New Brunswick. The Rentalsman Act here is supposed to be for the tenants, but it's actually for the landlords. And you go back in and looking through some of my videos, and I proved it right out, but they don't want to admit it. So they just don't like getting caught with the pants down. So And when have you ever heard of a government agency admit that they were wrong? So, anyways, this building here is actually mental health services. Get up here a little bit and I'll show you the sign here. But, you know, this is one of the, it's not the best apartments in this city, that's for sure. But even those apartments are fucking expensive to live in. And they're like a dive inside. But this place here is mental health recovery services. And please, I'm not trying to make a joke about this. Mental health is a serious issue, especially here in Canada. And it's being widely ignored. And so I implore anybody, if you're thinking of doing something stupid, or you know, you just don't feel right, reach out to somebody and talk to them, please. You know, there's lots of mental health support out there. Sometimes it takes a little while to get to it, and which is a shame, and that's why you need some people around you so that you're able to talk with them and let them know what's going on with you. So just remember, folks, that no matter what, no matter how alone you feel or that, there's always somebody out there thinking of you. You may not know it, but there is. I think of every one of my supporters every day, and hope that everything is fine with them. And I don't know 99% of them personally, but I still think about them, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to them. So, you know, sometimes you might want to reach out to some of your friends on social media and that, and talk. You know, sometimes talking will help you get through that struggle that you're going through. So, what are we at here for time? Okay, hold on, folks. Okay, sorry, I had to restart because after so long, the video gets compressed into a file that I can't open. So I'm trying to. Hey, how are you? Oh, just loving this weather. I did say in my last video that I was going to show you guys where they load the potash in my last video. I did the one end of it, but I actually forgot to go to the other end to show you guys. So it's just a couple blocks here, so and it's right by my house. So let's go take a look, shall we? It's hard for the camera to actually get the angle, but the camera doesn't do the hills justice at all. But these hills are steep. You know, they're very steep here. So where I'm walking, so people know, is this is the south end of St. John. It's a very old part of St. John. Actually, pretty much the beginning of St. John started right here in the south end. And then it just grew. You know how cities grow, they just keep expanding out and expanding out. They work around the water back then because that was the only real means of logistics was by water. So it just grew from there. But as you can see, the sidewalks aren't even shoveled or plowed or anything. It's kind of hard to walk in. And now it feels like it's starting to rain. I'm gonna walk out here and get around this cat that's blocking the sidewalk. And also, just so that you guys know, right in front of us there, that's actually the Irving Oil Refinery. So, kind of do three things at once, because not only is it the Irving Oil Refinery, but it's also where all the rail cars from the oil fields and that, they all come here so that they can get loaded on these boats right here that's right in front of us, and ship it overseas. When it gets a little better and when things start opening up a little bit more, I'll actually take you up around there where you can see miles and miles of railroad tracks with oil tankers waiting to be unloaded. And this looks like the two boats that were waiting in the harbor there yesterday in my video that are now out here. So right behind there, all those stacks, oh, it's a little blurry, folks, but right behind those boats and everything, that's the Irving Oil Refinery. And this here's the container pier, or the pier where they load the cargo. So we have the oil refinery, and then we have the loading bays for the boats to ship the crude oil out. And then right there, folks, as you can see, there's a boat in there with those big fishing rods up there, and that that's what I call them. But that elevator is actually working too. We can walk down here a little bit. It's actually loading the boat right now, and what it's doing is it's taking all the potash that's in that big building that I showed you yesterday, the one that's like literally right there, that big building right there. There's that, it goes back a little further, and then there's another one almost just as long. And all these rail cars that you see along here right now, what they do is that's all filled with potash, and they'll bring in one track at a time, and they'll bring them in and they'll unload them there so that they can load them into these boats again to ship them overseas. So yeah, and you know, this is small compared to what the oil tankers that they have on the other side of town in a storage yard, just sitting there waiting to come over there to unload. So see, and as you can see right there on the side, it even says potash port. So yeah, so all these rail cars that are sitting here now, they're all waiting, they're all loaded with potash, and they'll go over there. The train an engine will come in and push them a whole row in at a time, and then they start unloading them. I believe about 3 or 4 cars at a time they can unload in there. If they open up the bottoms and it starts going, unloading really quick, and they keep pushing them through till it's empty, bring them back, push in the other one. So, but that's where it's all stored. There's a huge potash mine just outside of Sussex, New Brunswick here, not that far up. from here. So, and this is the closest terminal to for shipping. They could possibly send it to Halifax, but why? When we have a very reliable and pure here. So these harbors are busy, especially this one here in St. John. Again, you got the boats that come in for the potash, the boats that come in for the crude oil, and then on the other side, right over there, you got the container ships, and you have the other ships that come in with, say, like gravel and loose stuff that has to be wenched out of the belly of the ship. So, and then we have 3 cruise ship terminals, and they're working on another one. So, hey, how are you? Oh, yeah. Now it's starting to rain. So, anyways, folks, as you can tell, if you guys remember anything from any of my videos, I am pretty much home. I live right there. So, until the next time, folks, and remember, if you happen to see a homeless person, if you can afford it, help them out. Don't just walk by. At least say hi to them, acknowledge that they're there, because that could be you. And with all this snow on the ground, it makes it very cold, especially at night. Right now, it's I believe it's about +3 out. But as you can tell by the clouds back there, they're getting really dark, and that's what's coming in. So we got some weather coming towards us. It's starting to spit out rain right now, so I'm going to get inside and get all my camera equipment safe before it gets wet. And again, folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Liberty Bell. And check me out later on tonight. I have a new show, well, another show, another sidekick show tonight with ATL. So stop in. That's at I believe it's 8:30 or 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. There will be a post being put up within the next hour. So please just go check my community page and check that out. I also have I got confirmation, and I have it all set up so that Nicholas Pereira of the People's Party of Canada will also be on the show on Thursday at 8 p.m. Atlantic time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Special time and special day. And we're going to ask him some questions about what he would like to see happen with Justin Trudeau, what is happening, what he would like to see happen with the homeless situation, what he would like to see happen with the law enforcement and the way that they're out of control here. So these are just some of the questions that I'd like to ask him to find out what they would do if they get into power. Now, just so everybody knows, I am not, I repeat, not endorsing any political party whatsoever. I am merely asking them to come on the show so that they can put their views out there so that you, the people, can do an informed decision and not just go by mainstream media, but actually have the questions that you wanted answered. So this is what our show is about. So check me out. Come there on Thursday. It probably won't be an open panel for the whole time. I may open up the panel afterwards if he is able to answer a few questions from the general public, but mainly it's to ask the questions, to do the interviews, and so that we can get that message out to the people. So, but I'm hoping that he'll allow at least 15 minutes or so for a few people to come up. And I ask people, please, when you do come up, ask your question. He will answer it the best you can. And then I ask that you respectfully drop down so that somebody else can come up. I only allow one person to come up at a time on the panel when I'm doing interviews like this. So if you could, please be respectful of that. And other than that, folks, again, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Liberty Bell. And I will see you in the chats.